to Punjab in 1965 war. This battalion was 24 Infantry Brigades battalion and fought the most decisive battle in 1965 war. However, being an old and well-linked battalion, its role was much exaggerated. As you can see, the battalion was deployed as this map indicates, and as you can see clearly, only D company of this battalion was deployed at the border, while the other companies were deployed safely many miles in depth at Chavenda. As you can see, D company of 2nd Punjab was deployed on the border when the war broke out. As you can see, on the left was the 3rd FF, and as you can see, 3 companies of this battalion were deployed at Chavenda in the rear, and the Delta company, which suffered maximum casualties and was brushed aside by the Indians, was deployed on the border. The Indian main attack by 1st Armoured Brigade was checked by B Squadron 25 Cavalry and A Squadron 25 Cavalry at Gadgor and Tharo, as shown in the map following, and 2 Punjab had no role in stopping this main attack. As you can see, this map indicates the main Indian attack. The Indian 1st Armoured Brigade attacking like this, and as you can see, this 1st Armoured Brigade was stopped by B Squadron 25 Cavalry on the left. As you can see, Gadgor, it stopped the 16 Cavalry, and A Squadron 25 Cavalry stopped the 17 horse, as you can see very clearly, and C Squadron of 25 Cavalry joined later on. Pakistan's 25 Cavalry, although it was outnumbered by 6 squadrons against 2 squadrons, repulsed the Indian attack. 2 Punjab was ordered to occupy Gadgor only after Indians had withdrawn from it, as proved by the direct participant Major Shamshad 25 Cavalry's testimony. This is in the evening 8 September 1965. As you can see, Shamshad's squadron was leading this so-called counter-attack against an objective which had no enemy, as described by Shamshad very clearly in his account. Surprisingly, the battalion's Lieutenant Farooq Adam was awarded an SJ for this attack on Gadgor, where there was no enemy. As per direct participant Major Shamshad of 25 Cavalry, and this SJ as per Shamshad was totally undeserved. On night 10 September 1965, 2 Punjab was withdrawn and redeployed in depth at Chavenda. As you can see, on night 10 September, 2 Punjab was deployed at Chavenda, and there was a relief in line, and the 24 Brigade and 25 Cavalry old position was taken over by 9FF and 11 Cavalry. As you can see, this was a very stupidly planned relief of line, and Sahibzada Yaqub was the so-called architect. He had made suggestions to the 6th Armored Division GUC, who was an infantry officer and had very limited knowledge about armor tactics, had spent most of his life as a PW in Second World War. Indian Armored Division attacked on 1st September 1965, while 24 Brigade, including 2 Punjab, was already in the safe depth. As you can see here, they were here at Pasroor. When this Indian attack took place, naturally there was a crisis, and 24 Brigade was deployed at Chavinda. As you can see here, 24 Brigade was deployed at Chavinda, and at Chavinda, as you can see, 2 Punjab fought most of its battles of 1965 war. Most of the casualties of the unit, total 23 fatal casualties, were suffered by its D Company, which suffered massive Indian divisional attack on 7 September 1965. 23 casualties, and that too suffered by only one company, most of them do not indicate that the battalion fought very seriously heavy battles. Total fatal casualties of the battalion, which is an important relative factor in assessing a battalion's war performance, illustrate that while one company of 2 Punjab did suffer heavy casualties, the other 3 companies did not suffer many casualties. The 2017 Punjab Regiment history inflated 2 Punjab's 23 killed to 25 killed. No officer of the battalion was killed in 1965 war. This may be attributed to the fact that the battalion did not see much direct fighting apart from the first day of the war, when its D Company simply dispersed in face of heavy odds and was recollected after 2 days. On 8 September 1965, when the battalion claimed to have attacked Gadgore, the Indians had already vacated the village. In most of the Indian attacks on Chavinda, the brunt of attacks was faced by 14 Baluch and 3 FF, while most of the 2 Punjab was deployed on the southern and eastern side of Chavinda, as the above map indicates. We can see this map again. As you can see that this is Chavinda, and as you can see, 3 FF is occupying the most dangerous western flank, the left flank. 14 Baluch is occupying the front, 2 companies, and 1 company of 2 Punjab is facing the south, the deep south, below Chavinda. So most of the brunt of fighting as far as the Indian attacks on Chavinda are concerned was borne by 14 Baluch and by 3 FF, as you can see clearly. Gallantry awards won. One may state that the battalion, being old and well linked, received more than the share of gallantry awards that it deserved. Thus, it received 4 Sitara Jurats, 4 Tamgha Jurats, and 4 Imtiazi Sanads. The battalion performed well, but at no stage faced the brunt of the Indian attack, except on the night of 7th September 1965, when its D Company was simply scattered and dispersed and failed to contest the overwhelmingly superior Indian attack. Naturally, what could a company do in front of an Indian divisional attack? On 8 September 1965, the battalion was ordered to attack Gadgore only after it had been abandoned by the Indians. As earlier discussed, the battalion did not face any major Indian attack after 7 September 1965. The battalion performed outstandingly, but its role was much exaggerated after the war thanks to highly exaggerated gallantry award citations and the old boy network in the army. The battalion claimed to have played leading role in repelling Indian Armored Division attack on 8 September 1965. This was a ludicrous claim as the attack was repelled by 25 cavalry. Thus, its impact and contribution in the decisive battle of Chavenda was marginal. This was the case of battalions from Pakistan's military dictator's Punjab regiment being given preferential treatment. In the next podcast, we will discuss 3rd Punjab, which was part of 115 Brigade and was defending the enclave south of Ravi River known as Dera Nanak Enclave.